We are live and we are on the Catch Corner podcast for the first time in 2026. I am Big Shug Keziah on this
Who,
microphone. I'm
who,
Blaze
who,
Fire. We skipping
who,
over the man of the hour, the man that's too
who?
sweet to be sour, the three-time world karate champion, Ernest the Cat Miller himself, back from a beautiful Bahamas vacation where he was filming yet another movie. How in the world have you been, Ernest? It's been a
Man,
long
I've
time,
been
brother.
good. Who are you?
I am. I don't know. You got a shirt on, got my face on it. Where you getting that?
Who is Ray? People want to know who is Ray.
Man, we ain't got time to go into that tonight. You were talking about
Yeah,
Bahama vacation you've been on.
yes. Hey, listen, it wasn't a vacation. It wasn't vacation. I got to meet a lot of good people over there, man. It was making a movie, and the movie gonna be well. The movie gonna be good. But I want to get right into what I've been watching on TV, man. Women in wrestling, man, is they coming up fast. They
Mm,
moving on fast. The matches to me are better than the guys.
they absolutely are more entertaining, tell a better story, even though they have less time to work the matches themselves, and their storylines and their opportunities aren't as much still, but they are getting a lot better. They are getting a
I
lot better.
I don't think they're getting better, Ray. I think the women are better than the guys right now. The women division are packed. It's exciting, and and I want to go right into somebody I've met. She spent a little time in WWE, but she is so talented, man. I saw her work in the ring, man, in this movie. She's a star. She's gonna be a star in this movie, and to me, I think she's a future. She's gonna be a future star in pro wrestling somewhere. Right now, she carrying the championship belt, and bring on. We're gonna bring on right now, Kayla Capri.
Welcome to the show, Kayla Capri.
Hey, Miss Bahama Mama, how are you doing?
I feeling good. I always under the Capri Sun, so it's always feeling good.
Oh, I know. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you really start wrestling? What age and how?
So listen, this story is just like I think it's the funniest story ever. I never knew my personality was the one of a professional wrestler. You understand? I got in trouble for biting boys. I got in trouble for kicking people,
Wh-
fighting people, being buck. And I always had a personality. I always was outgoing. I was always team oriented. I always put myself in places to be seen, to be heard. And I just, kept following whatever path was in front of me. And I ended up with the opportunity to try out for WWE during their Dallas WrestleMania tryouts. And that was like the biggest moment of my life. I think I didn't even realize how big that moment was because I wasn't that little girl who was wrestling, which I did track, I did gymnastics, I did karate, I did
But,
soccer, swimming.
yeah, but let me ask you this though, Miss Kayla. What is it, Kayla? Let me ask you
Leah,
this.
Kayla.
Hey
Kayla.
Leah, you gotta know, you
Kayla.
gotta do this. This can
K
help. This can help.
Kayla.
Leah
Kayla
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Capri.
Capri.
Kayla
Capri.
Capri. Okay, now let me ask you this. Where were you when you got the opportunity? When you got where did you try out in Bahamas or New York? Because I know you travel all over.
She hit in Dallas.
I do. I was in Houston at the time. I was at Texas Southern University. I had just graduated with my master's degree in human health. So I was like, you know what? Let me apply my degree to myself. Why not?
And you was a track star then too, right?
I was a track star. I was a runner. I was a track star.
now did WWE or somebody approach you or what? How did that
No,
work out?
this is, social media is a great thing. I ended up getting the link sent to me. They said, hey, fill out this link and we'll reach out to you. And I filled it out. And when they called, let me tell you, so I from the Bahamas. You see, you've been here, you understand a little bit of the culture. When I
Yes.
brought that kind of opportunity to my people, they was like, this fake. They trying to kidnap you.
Oh,
They
Wow.
was not, yeah, they was not feeling it. They was like, this don't sound real. So it made it even more like cool to even go and experience something that my people wouldn't even think is just a possibility for me. And man, I went there and I let loose. I let loose. I said, you know what? What's the worst that can happen?
well, listen. I mean, you did a great job because you did end up getting signed, right?
Yes, I
Now,
did.
your first day or first week in the WWE, who was the first superstar you met?
John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
Out
How
the
was
gate. Listen, that
how
was so
how was that?
listen, that was the like, most embarrassing slash and most impressive day of my life because Coach Bloom was just telling us the rules. He was just laying down the rules of the PC. Man, it's like the rules went through this ear and it went out the next one. After I saw him walk through the door,
Whoa!
I ran to my phone, and I ran back to him and I said, John, you can't see me. And I literally had to tell him, I said, I plan to be better than you. I had to let him know that in
Oh
his
wow.
face.
How did he take the news?
You know, if you know John, you know he understood where I was coming from with it.
He's real
And
cool. Yeah, real
he was
cool.
he understood and he took it, he didn't take it as a challenge. He took it as a yeah, do that.
You know when John got into WWE, he was my we tag team in a couple of matches.
That's fire.
And that's when he first came and started doing the gimmick. And he was real humble then, So watching him now, he's really humble. He's a great guy, man. Great
Literally,
guy.
it's oozing off of him. He's quite literally a great guy. That's why I couldn't pass up that picture.
So let's talk about the females. Let's talk about the women. What woman champion did you meet? A superstar did you meet when you was there? I mean the
So,
first time. Let's start out categorically. What was the next? Who was the next big star?
okay, if are we gonna stop at NXT or are we gonna go main roster with it?
Hey, if you in a roster, if you in WWE, you a star. So it don't matter. Just go where you want to go.
Okay, my first ever superstar really was Jada Parker, and I connected with her very well being at
Okay.
WWE because she raw. I feel like if I brought Jada to the Bahamas, me and Jada would be good. We'd be straight. Ain't even no issues, no problems. Ain't no one gonna mess with us. And if they do, I know we even straight on. And she also was offering of knowledge. She was all like she wanted to be that help, that guide for me. And I really embrace people like that who are like, hey, I got the knowledge. If you really listen to me, I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to work with you. I like to surround myself with people who think like that. So she was one of the main people that stood out first.
Did you have a
Now,
match with anybody?
I did. I had a match with her.
Okay. And how did it
Yeah,
go?
but it was man. That was the first time I ever like was super physical because I did track gymnastics. These are non-contacts. I
Yeah, she
told
hits hard.
myself, yeah, I told myself I would never do a contact sport because I just don't want to. I growing up, a lot of my contact, physical contact, was really negatively associated, and I wanted to get myself away from that narrative that I'm a hothead and I will.
so you beat up some people. Oh, Bahama
Ernest, now
Mama.
listen. Woo, listen, this is the
Yeah.
island, you can't be letting people play with you too much. You can't let people play with you too much. So,
The
it was, I
badass
wanted to get
Bahama
away.
Mama. She's a badass.
I am, but I wanted to get away from that narrative, you know what I mean? So I grew as I left the Bahamas and I was in the States a little bit more. I learned a little bit more composure and how to carry myself a little bit better, to portray myself a little bit better. And that became my thing. And it led me down to places that I just never knew I was what I
Let me ask you this. Tell me, I'm assuming you had a couple of jobs growing up, right?
Hmm.
What was the best job you had? Real job outside of that you got really paid a check for.
My personal training and dance class. That was my favorite job ever.
How did you feel just to get paid for doing something you love and enjoy?
Amazing. It felt easy.
Now let's transition that into pro wrestling. How did it feel to get that check for being a pro wrestler? That first check.
Listen,
What did you do with it?
responsible shit. Excuse me, responsible thing.
It's okay. Be who you are.
No, because listen, this is when I knew things was going well with me. When I got a pro wrestling check and I realized how lucrative my life can actually be if I pursue pro wrestling and really take it seriously and really put in the work and earn the respect of not just my peers but the audiences watching. I don't really want people to generate views and likes for me. I want it to be genuine. I want to know that, hey, like when people look at me, even if they might hate me a little bit, it's because it's real. It's nothing was help for me. I kind of like that building because once again it leads me down paths where I meet and I get in the best places. Like I feel like my body is perfect for pro wrestling. I have
Hey, that thing is perfect for everything. I saw it.
I
Yeah,
don't know you see the hips?
yeah,
You saw
I
the hips
saw it.
under this?
I saw the meat.
The booty meat.
The
The bone
booty
meat.
meat. Yeah. Hey, so but the way you condition yourself, you started that way back because you was a runner, you was a track, so you used to eat right. So that wasn't anything different from then to when you got into WWE.
Literally, it was nothing. I feel like WWE was my prayer. Track is quite literally a when you're not running beyond time, it's a prison, a mental prison where it's like you consistently battling against time, but realistically, that's kind of hard to battle against time in your body. And we all just have different mechanics, and it's like sometimes when you work towards something your whole life it's hard to turn away from it and say this just might not be for me, especially when you do have accolades from it, you do have good memories from it, but it's like dang, like life is now taking me this way.
Now, Miss Capri, let me ask you this. Tell me about Bahamas. Tell me what I mean. What can you expect when you go over there? I know I was there for quite a while, but tell me about the way you were brought up on an island like that. I mean, what's different from there and here in the U.S.?
So the Bahamas, I would say, is at least depending on what area you in, and even when you go in that area, I would say they at least 2 years dated, two 2 to 4 years dated on things. You know what I mean? And we all deal with the same like power outages. Like you will just randomly come home and you're doing something important. Like right now, if I go blank right now, it's just a power outage and it's it's out. It's not because anybody doesn't pay their bills. It's just something that happens in the Bahamas and it's like regular. Um, also just when I was growing up, I didn't really get to have a phone because I was so they my the everyone's favorite word was social butterfly. Okay, and being a social butterfly, I guess at that time was code for she a little bit too nice, she too loose. I know. So my daddy, he was not playing like that with us, especially me. I was the first child. He was not playing no strict. So I would have to go and entertain myself. I going in the backyard. I just I just doing anything that I could do. I go in the front. I remember this is the funniest moment, funniest childhood moment. I had like a little tricycle, super
Mhm.
low to the ground. I was like tricycling super slow. And I was like, yeah, oh, I'm in like a movie right now. And I'm cycling super, super slow, like on purpose, on purpose. And like I even put my hand down. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going crazy, right? I look behind me. It literally was like two cars and they just driving behind me. Just no one saying anything. And it was at least a half a block on my little tricycle, cruising.
Oh, you know what? I've noticed that about people over there. Nobody seem to be in a rush. Nobody seem to be, hey, get out of my way, move. I need to.
They
Everybody,
on island time, bro. They're on island
everything,
time.
everything is laid
You
back,
probably late
man,
anyway.
and no stress, no stress. But I had a good time over there. But
He's an
It's not the
island
stress in the
boy.
islands.
but I want to. I mean, it's just so much about you that I enjoy. Watch. First of all, you in the ring, man. You a pure athlete. You're so athletic in that ring, man. So let's go back to your days at WWE. And what do you think you would, if you had the opportunity to relive that moment down, working to get into the business, or already in WWE, what would you do differently?
I would be more not demanding, but I would be more of a team player. I would have more of an input. I feel like they really just didn't know what to do with me, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know how things I didn't know how to make things my own. And now it's the little things that I do that I know if they see it, they're like, oh man, okay, we see it. We get it now. We getting it. And it's like maybe I can help them help me a little bit more. I'm on top of utilize the actual wrestlers that were there. Like before, they was beating me up. I'm not gonna lie. Like they was beating me up and I was letting them beat me up because I had to really get over the physical aspect and handling someone and really getting in control of someone and really not being scared of being in control of someone. It's like so many hurdles I had to get over being a newbie in wrestling, and I had to get over those hurdles fast. That was the main thing for me. That gave me a lot of anxiety being there. But now, who I am now, give me your biggest and your baddest.
Yeah, hey, you can really go with that. But I saw you carrying around a big belt. And I know you're not with WWE anymore, but you still working shows. Tell me about that belt. What champion are you?
Look, let me. That's only right. It's only right. It's only right.
Dead air. Can't
No,
have dead air.
she'll be back. She'll be back. She'll be back. She
What you
going to
clicking
get
on the
the
cameras for? Why are you clicking on the cameras?
who?
I gotta get. I
You.
gotta get
Somebody
right.
is.
That's not me. I mean, it's dead air. It could be air. She'll go get it. We got time. Listen, this lady is talented, man, and I'm
Ain't no
looking
doubt
forward to
about it.
her.
Ain't no doubt about it. I can't.
I'm looking forward to her back in WWE,
Here we go.
AEW. Tell us about it. Tell about that championship, champ.
So right here we have the All Caribbean Wrestling Women's World Championship.
Is this
This is
the
mine.
is
Hold up,
is
wait,
this
hold up.
the thing that Mark Henry has something to do with?
That's correct.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah. And
And you know,
now let me ask you this: how is that different from the U.S.? Tell me what's different from the U.S. and the U.K. How are you different with that Caribbean belt?
see here in the Caribbean, we do things a little bit differently. To get your respect, you could be a little scoundrel, but people can call you out on it. When you get your respect, because you really cutting people it next. When I go everywhere else, that prediction, I want you to know they they begging for predictions.
They
But when
bow
you come,
down.
yeah, when you come to the Caribbean, you already feel where the Capri Sun coming from. You already feel the heat before you even step in the kitchen.
I
They
love
be
it.
so scared. Listen, from one Instagram post, they already scared. What are you scared? What you scared
Who'd
for?
you
Come
beat?
see me.
Who'd you beat, Capri Sun? Who'd you beat for the strap?
So Maserati took this off of her. She
Maserati.
was running around. She was running around these gals, but she ain't too she wasn't fast enough for me. She didn't realize, like, you know what I mean. She wasn't prepared for that part. Red Velvet came. She tried. She
You ain't
tried,
coming?
but I wasn't letting that go. I wasn't letting that go. And fate knew who was gonna be champ.
And now, when you get back, I want to ask you
She back.
internationally, what do you think is moving faster? Internationally, the U.S. I mean, do you think it's becoming better than the U.S. or do you think that it's moving faster to catch up with like WWE? They're in the
I
national scene.
I think it'll always it's gonna WWE just has so much roots. It's gonna take a lot to catch up to that typhoon of a company, you know what I mean? But as far as social media, I think that's the big game changer as to where WWE has a loyal fan base who are willing to ride or die and follow them wherever they go. And social media gives everyone, whether they watch wrestling or not, free playing ground to decide, hey, this person is good. Hey, this person is good. And that's what these companies got to understand about their products. Put your product out there how you want people to view it. Because if you do, then it'll be clear. You know what I mean? And now you don't have to just depend on a wrestling fan to go to their favorite WWE match that you know they really want to go to and to come and support your match. And you know what I mean? We have more people who are interested in coming because my favorite thing about being an international wrestler is I believe maybe the approach I have to wrestling. I genuinely did not grow up a wrestling fan. So I felt like I owed it to wrestling fans to give this more than just a shot, to really put my heart into this and let them feel through the way I move in the ring. I genuinely love this. I genuinely could see myself doing this for a very long time and entertaining you and having you come on this roller coaster with me and really believe it because I'm not selling you a dream. I'm quite literally telling you the truth from my heart.
You can
Well,
tell.
let me ask you this right here. That's a beautiful belt, beautiful belt. So I would kind of consider that like a regional belt, and that's tell people what does it mean to carry that belt right there pertaining. Let's say WWE is a entity of itself, but this right here means something. Tell me as a fan, what do you think that means
This
to
means
you?
to me, this belt literally means that I have something that could change the wrestling world. And all I need to do is take over the Caribbean, which this belt represents the entire Caribbean. And I mean, what can I say? My company is touring to your country. I on Instagram talking bad about you and telling you can't take my belt from me. I get, I egging you on in a way. I tell you, come try. I giving you everything you need to prove me wrong that I am not the person that should have this title. Because when I came to this company, they didn't want me to have this title. Fate quite literally said, "Nope, she's here now. She don't need to wait."
Wow. I love it. Is there any kind of promotional thing that Mark's going to be doing coming up? You said you're coming
Hey,
to the
hey,
States.
hey, 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 Big Ray. Let's not talk about Mark. Let's keep this subject on
I'm
her.
asking her. She said she was coming to the States. Can you at least let me finish my question before you
Uh,
start biting my head off?
I already know where your question's going. Keep it on her.
I am. I'm trying to figure out if she's coming to the States and doing any kind of cross promotional work with another federation.
I want that. I do want some cross promotional. Hopefully, you can picture me on TNA. You can picture me popping up on AEW. You can picture me popping
I
up these
love it.
places, and these people will be like, "Don't give me the mic. Don't give me the mic. If you give me the mic, it's really over then."
And that's why I like to keep it on you because you can talk, you promote yourself. I've
Sure.
seen that. Listen, you in the movies that's coming out, so you kind of like you switching over from wrestling. You're not leaving wrestling, but tell me about your acting debut and what do you think about what are some of the different from wrestling and now acting?
So the difference would be the in depth of emotion that I have to go into. in acting, I really had to become Maya. I really had to take in the moment. Even though everything was moving so fast around us, I had to stop and take in the moment and really be like, okay, what is she thinking? How does she feel? As opposed to wrestling, I really don't have to answer those questions. Who cares how my opponent feels in a way? I care how she feels. But we here to wrestle, babe. You know what I mean? We gotta wrestle. Let's put our best foot forward, meet in the middle of that ring, and whatever happens, I'm gonna take care of you. You take care of me. But let's wrestle. Let's go crazy.
So this movie, you play what character? You said Maya,
Yes, I play Maya. She
and
is the
who is Maya?
siren.
Siren. Okay.
Yeah, she's the siren. And she's spicy. You know, she ain't scared to step forward and say what needs to be said. Like you could tell, I'm Maya.
I'm
but
interested what this movie's about. Cat never shed any light on what the movie was about, what he was doing, what he was
it
playing.
ain't
No.
it ain't none of your business, Ray.
Okay. All right. That's a way
Let
to
her,
promote it.
we
That's a
gonna
good
let
way to
her.
promote your new film. I like it.
It ain't my
Secrecy.
new film. It ain't my new film. But
You in
anyway,
it?
Kayla, go ahead and tell what do you think about the movie and what tell me about
I think the movie, I cannot wait to watch this. Like I keep
it. Yeah.
rethinking about parts that we did. My favorite scene so far is the cinder block push.
Oh.
Yes, Ray, you heard me. A cinder block push.
Pushing a cinder block.
In order to just get trained. I just stopped. I stopped and I really took it in. I said, yo, we really going hard to just be trained as wrestlers. And that's what this movie is about. It's about this washed up guy and he thought he really was done with wrestling, but once again, fate played a different part in it, different role, and we needed a coach. And hey, Coach Joe, you can't run from fate, Joe.
We got one. Yeah, we got one. And
Is
what
Coach
what
Joe that old head right there I'm looking at? Is that who it is?
no,
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 that's not Joe. That's not Joe.
Okay.
no, I'm not Joe.
Who's
But
Joe?
who gave the best interview over there that you've seen the whole time at the radio station?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. You and JB, y'all cooked. Y'all cooked. I say, dang, y'all was so entertaining. I know someone was in their car cracking up going to work.
Oh my goodness. Listen, man, I could talk to you all day long, and I'm glad you came on to the show. I want people to know what I saw in you, man. I see a talented, beautiful young lady. I mean, in track, Ray, I mean, she can run. Track
What
star.
was your event in track? What was your favorite event that you ran in track?
The 200 for
Woo!
sure. I
You
love the
fast. You
200
fast.
because it was more than just being fast. The 100 was just fast. The
Right.
200 was it was strategic. It was
Yes.
it was even physics at some point. With me being small, I was like, and I guess I always had that mentality like you this is your weakness. How could you use it to your advantage? And I just had that going with track for a long time and I applied that with wrestling. And now I have ropes.
So
I got obstacles in the way. Like, what? I got this.
Now, let me ask you this before we go. We ain't going to keep you long, but let me ask you this right here. What female wrestler do you look up to and portray like you want to be that person or be better than that person? What's one name in pro wrestling? It could have been a long time ago. I know you said you wasn't a fan of wrestling a long time ago. Or it could be somebody in there right now. Who would you want to kind of be like, imitate?
Now, I did do my research once I did start pro wrestling because I really wanted to see if I was really interested. And once I did research, that's when I realized, yeah, I really like what I see. But the one woman who has imprinted on me, and she's imprinted on me because I know if I beat enough big names and I get enough places, I can get to her. And our match can be one of those matches that you just will never be able to forget. And her name is now Mercedes Monet, but Sasha Banks.
Yeah, Mercedes Monet. Yeah.
Ooh, so I see you got plans. You got plans on maybe
Yeah.
coming back to the States, WWE, AEW. You got
TNA.
plans. But I want to tell you this. I'm gonna be throwing your name around to a lot of people over here.
Please.
And just to take a look and hope that may help. But you know, you deserve to be over here because you got me, you talented. You're a great person, great
Thank
personality.
you.
And I'd
Oh,
like to
thank you.
thank you for coming on.
Yes,
Thank
Miss Kaylia
you.
Capri Sun.
Yes. You know, once you under the Capri Sun, you're gonna have a lot of fun.
There you go.
Kaylia Capri tell you that.
Well, tell
Yes.
people where they can find you, your social media, and any way they could get in contact with you.
Okay, so y'all can find me on Instagram or TikTok at __ LEXINI or Kaylia Capri the one. Or go on Google and type in Kaylia, Kaylia Capri, and
Ooh,
all my platforms will pop up. But once you
ooh.
find one, it's juicy. It's juicy. You just keep going.
Look,
All
look.
right. Oh,
That's
Oh, my man is on it. Oh, good Lord. Talking about what?
that's me.
the,
Oh look,
you,
we got a mutual.
Who do we have?
that's Miss Kalita. That's my wife. You met her.
See, I told you. I'm told you. I'm with the in crowd.
She with everybody. But hey, listen, you a superstar already, and keep your head up. Keep working, man. Keep digging like you're doing.
I didn't
And
know
I'm
you was
telling you,
working with all
man.
that.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Yeah,
once you do that.
it's cold right now.
Yeah. So anyway, so what I'll do is I'm gonna
I'm an
keep you in
island
mind.
boy.
So
Silly.
so yeah, he said so anyway, I just want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
And,
much for having me. When you asked me to come, I had to jump at this opportunity because I love speaking to you. You bring out me.
yeah.
I can't even lie to you. I can't fake to you because you're so real with yourself that it only causes me to just reflect off you. So I really appreciate you having me.
And remember this, you are you, and that say a lot, man, because hey man, everybody
Bro,
can't be you.
it's true. A walking
101.
promo.
Only one Bahama Mama.
All
Correct.
right, Bahama Mama. We're gonna let you go and we'll be talking to you later.
Thank
Somebody
you.
call my Bahama Mama. Hey, while
Hey
we got a
Ray.
second, let's thank our sponsor.
To most, this looks done, broken, hopeless, a teardown. But wiping the slate clean, that costs more than money. It costs time, resources, and waste. Resight sees more. Beneath the wear, potential. Beneath the cracks, opportunity. We reinforce, we regrade, we reimagine. Because smart fixes save time, money, and the planet. What's old isn't broken, it just needs the right hands. Resight. Practical solutions, lasting value.
Ray, I want to get back to you, and I cut you off a few times. I want to apologize for that.
It's all good.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here. In pro wrestling, you want to stand on your own feet. You don't want to be connected to anybody else because that person may have a problem with somebody who trying to help you out. So when you kind of put two together, you start, yeah, they work together, but they don't work together with Mark Henry. Mark Henry is a talent over there too, but
Oh,
these guys
I
in
thought that was his deal. I didn't know. I thought
no,
it was.
no, it's not his deal. It's not his deal,
Oh, okay.
but he's a part of it. But you
I thought
know,
it was
when
his
we
deal.
that just like me having a match with some big name guys, and then all we talk about are the big name guys. How did that help me?
No. She said she was coming to the States. From what I understand, she's all Caribbean wrestling. ACW. That means in the Caribbean. When you say you're coming to the States, that means you're bringing that belt and you bringing some people in that federation over here. If you're coming over
Well,
here, who are you wrestling? Are you wrestling other people? that's
Oh,
in
oh.
all Caribbean, or are you doing a card against
No. Well,
New
when you
Japan, All
let me,
Japan,
hey,
AEW?
can I answer you?
Yeah, I'm just asking a question. That's what I
Yeah,
wanted to know.
that what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you the two. You are not bringing the belt over here. She's coming here herself to try to work in TNA and
Oh,
AEW. Those
so
are her
she's not
dreams.
coming as an All Caribbean champion.
I
She's
mean,
coming as
that's why I asked her about those regional belts. Do they
right.
mean anything? They don't mean as much. I don't know what they mean outside of their federation, or their promotion.
Well, in their
Just
promotion, it's the top banana. She's the top banana as far as girls go.
she the top. She the top over there. She's athletic. She's nice. I mean, beautiful young lady.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.